everyone, welcome to Kirti's Art. This was the very first oil painting that I made. It was so fun to paint with oils. With oils, I had all the freedom to use as much time as I want. Its drying time is really more than that of acrylics, and this is why most of the artists switch to oil paints. At the start, I didn't use the layering method. Instead, I worked with the wet and wet technique. I used to study a lot online about oil paints, which helped me in my upcoming paintings. In my third oil painting, I still used the wet and wet technique. I started getting comfortable with the extremely soft texture of oils, which was not in acrylics. One of the biggest challenges that I faced while painting with oils was to add a wet color over another wet color. The colors would blend with each other. I started to find a solution of my problem. I was still searching the internet to fix my problem. I tried several tips and tricks, but none of them worked out for me. But soon I found a solution of my problem. And my solution was using the layering method. This was the very first oil painting that I made using the layering method. In the layering method, you put a wet layer over a dried layer, and you make sure that the dried layer is completely dried, because if you put a wet layer over another layer which is not completely dried, then the new layer would start getting cracked as soon as it dries. And this is one of the biggest issues with oil painting. As soon as I started using the layering method, my paintings changed a lot. They were more detailed, and finally I could make really beautiful grass and tree leaves. These were the two things I struggled the most when I did not use the layering method. I finally decided to create my own YouTube channel. I was super excited. I proceeded using the layering method for my paintings. In this painting, I found it a little difficult to paint such huge mountains, but they worked out well. I got super comfortable with using oil paints and also the layering method. This painting was kind of mixture of both the techniques. I used wet and wet to paint the aurora borealis or the northern lights, and the layering method to paint these beautiful white trees. Among all these oil paintings, I also made some realistic drawings. This is a realistic pencil drawing of an eye. The most challenging part of this eye was drawing the eyelashes. This is another realistic drawing. This is a realistic pencil drawing of a tiger. I made this using colored pencils. I enjoyed making this drawing. It took me a lot of days, but the result was worth it. This is another pencil color drawing. It didn't turn out so realistic, but I still love it. These were some of my oil paintings and drawings that I made in the lockdown. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.